What if every thought, word, and event, from the birth of a star to your most private childhood memory, was permanently inscribed in a non-physical field of information? This is the foundational premise of the Akashic Records, a concept that has captivated mystics for centuries. Often described as a cosmic library or the Book of Life, the Akasha represents the imprint of all space-time events on a fundamental substrate of reality. While this may sound like pure esotericism, the language of cutting-edge theoretical physics is beginning to echo this ancient wisdom. The discovery of the Akashic Records is not about finding a physical location, but about tuning our consciousness to the specific frequency where the past, present, and potential futures are holographically stored. To learn to access this record is to gain access to the ultimate source of knowledge about your soul's journey, your karmic patterns, and your place in the cosmic order. The concept of a universal record is not new. It is a golden thread running through the world's great wisdom traditions, each describing it with its own cultural lens. In Hinduism, the Akasha is one of the 5 elements, a subtle, all-pervading space that records all impressions. The Theosophical Society popularized the term in the West, while Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, claimed to access the records to give psychic readings. Indigenous cultures speak of the dreamtime, a timeless realm where all events coexist. These diverse sources converge on a single, staggering idea. Our lives are lived in a universe that is conscious, remembering, and self-documenting. This universal memory is not a passive archive, but an active, intelligent field that can be accessed through focused intention and meditative practice. While science cannot yet prove the Akasha, several theoretical models provide a compelling framework that makes the concept plausible within a scientific paradigm. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles can be instantly connected across vast distances, implying a non-local reality. The holographic principle posits that the entire universe can be described as a 2-dimensional information structure, with our 3D reality being a projection. The common thread is non-locality, the quantum principle that objects can instantaneously influence each other regardless of distance. If information is non-local, then accessing the past is not about traveling backward in time, but about tuning one's consciousness to the part of the hologram where that information is stored. This aligns with the Akashic Records as a field of potential, accessible through altered states of awareness. Those who claim to access the records describe a consistent, structured experience, not a chaotic jumble of data. The information is often perceived as a vast library, with each soul having its own book containing its entire history, karmic patterns, and potential futures. Some describe the records as a sphere of light, where you can zoom in on any moment in time. The organization is hierarchical. There are individual records, group records for families, nations, etc., and a master record for all of existence. Access requires a shift in consciousness, often achieved through deep meditation, prayer, or specific protocols. The experience is not intellectual but intuitive. You receive information as feelings, images, or direct knowing. This structured nature suggests the records are a real, intelligently organized dimension of reality. Accessing the Akashic Records is a disciplined practice of shifting consciousness. It requires a quiet mind, a clear intention, and a compassionate heart. Begin by finding a quiet space and grounding yourself through deep breathing. Set the intention to access your own records for the highest good. Many use a prayer or invocation, such as the Akashic Records prayer, popularized by Linda Howe. Visualize a door or a library and ask to be shown what you need to know. You may receive answers as thoughts, images, or sensations. It's essential to approach with humility and without attachment to specific outcomes. Practice regularly, as it is a skill that develops over time. Remember, the records are not for fortune-telling, but for soul growth and healing. Always close the session with gratitude and grounding. The concept of the Akashic Records is not a peripheral metaphor in Robert J.R. Graham's The Seventh Journey series. It is the central metaphysical battleground of the Resonance Code trilogy. The narrative brings the abstract theory of a universal memory field to life with breathtaking literalness and dramatic stakes. Characters physically enter the records, navigate its infinite halls, and confront the imprints of their past lives. The series shows that our personal and collective traumas are records in a cosmic database, and that healing, the 7th unstitching, requires us to consciously access, understand, and compassionately edit those records. This is not done with a destructive delete function, but with the integrative power of love and acceptance. The trilogy turns a mystical concept into a tangible, high-stakes operation for the soul's salvation. The Akashic Records offer a profound tool for healing. By accessing your soul's history, you can understand the root causes of recurring patterns, phobias, or relationship issues. For example, a fear of water might stem from a past life drowning. Recognizing this in the records allows you to release the trauma with compassion. The process is not about changing the past, but integrating it, seeing it from a higher perspective. This aligns with the concept of the seventh unstitching in Graham's work, where healing comes from love, not force. Practical exercises include journaling questions to ask the records, such as, "What lesson am I meant to learn from this challenge?" Or, "How can I heal this karmic pattern?" With consistent practice, you can transform your life by rewriting the narrative of your soul's journey.